Good morning, amazing people. It's been a while since I actually did the 5 a.m. session. I remember the last time I did it was, I think that was 2023, the time I was a supervisor. I did once, and I missed this chance to share a bit of my knowledge to others. And I say, let me come in. Thank you so much, everyone who have managed to wake up this early. I was listening to one of the good training which was done by Nkobile. He mentioned one thing to say a leader or someone want to build something big has to wake up fairly early. So thank you so much and congratulations. It's a good decision to wake up early. I should submit to say lately I've been waking up late, and that's why it's also another reason why I said that. Let me also maybe just be part of the people who are sharing the knowledge. Maybe I will start waking up early, and I can do see that it's really helping me. So congratulations once again. So this morning, I've just had a very short training. I did it to my team members and I saw the feedback was good. And I said, let me try to share at the same time. So we'll just talk about the three short things. Number one, why FPOs fail to build a business. And secondly, why building business by design matters. And another one is how to design a duplicable business. So these are the three things that we'll look at shortly. All right, so let's start with why FBOs fail. I know there are a lot of reasons, but these are some of the reasons that I do believe I know that they contribute to why FBOs fail in the business. Let me try to move this. All right, so number one, of course, poor mindset. So self-doubt, fears of rejection, and negative attitudes can quickly derail the progress. In most cases, when you come in the business, um, like for me, I do much with the youths, and in most cases, like when it comes to our background, or let me say our mindset as Africans, as a youth, in most cases, we think about just maybe jobs, just want a job and whatnot. So when you come in the business, in most cases, we come with that job mindset. And in most cases, it delays our progress when we come in the business. But again, we have that mind of doubting, will it work for me? Or maybe this person is successful, or maybe because I've been in the business for a long period of time. All those questions that comes in our mindset are the most things that made us not to progress fast in the big business. Sometimes don't you wonder, like someone has just come in the business and maybe within short period of time they are maybe managers and whatnot. Of course, I know our journeys are different, but also our minds plays a big role in our progress in the business. In most cases, people have got that fear of rejection, or maybe even when I share this to my uncle, when I share this to my brothers, maybe they won't accept because maybe there was something you asked from them and they did not give you. This same thing even applies to prospect. Without prospect, maybe you can even ask this your family members, like a list of people, you call them, they can give you money for capital. Already they're giving to those people, they can give me the money. So already they have put that mindset to say my family members can support me. But also another reason I do see FBOs fail, it's because of neglecting personal development, only focusing only on sales without working on leadership and personal growth can also delay the potential of growing in the business. There are a lot of FBOs that they don't pay much attention to personal development. If you look at a lot of people, let's say, who are in Team Unstoppable, and also a lot of people who are in that group of 5 a.m. session. But in most cases, when I check here in 5 a.m. session, if we are a lot, maybe it's fine, we are 40 something, 50 something. Of course, sometimes we reach maybe something, but it's a rare case. In most cases, it's maybe below 50 people. Understand? Because this 5 a.m. session, they help a lot. They help a lot. I remember maybe 1 year, 2 years back when I was just attending, whenever I just attend this session when I'm starting the day, I start with that energy, with that knowledge. It really helps us a lot. So, but also we don't pay much attention in learning what we are doing. And me, I don't normally tell people to say you can't build something you don't know how it works. It can't work. It cannot work. Like you have to know how does this forever lead works. You have to understand maybe the marketing plan. How do they pay? Like you find maybe a prospect, they ask you, how do you make money in this business? That's when now you're calling your helpline, or maybe you are saying, no, we make sales, we do what? It's very important to understand how our marketing plan works because you know we have different prospects. There are those people that maybe they already even have the money, but they're looking at, can this opportunity give me more money again? Can I make more money in this business? But because we come with that mind again, if you talk about the mind to think of maybe just one of those business where you can make at least extra income. Because when we're talking to a prospect, we use the word extra income. So it sounds as if it's little money. So it's very important to ensure that you are doing personal development. Personal development is in knowing what you are doing. Personal development is working on your mind. Personal, it's a lot. When we talk about personal development, we are talking about you taking time to learn about something that where you are behind about. If it's you are challenged with your mind, work on your mind. If you're challenged with maybe sales, know how can I improve my sales? And a YouTube has got almost everything. My helpline is in Tanzania, I'm in Zambia, and I know when I just started the business, whenever she's maybe offline, I can go on YouTube and just search, okay, how to make sales, how to recruit. I used to listen to us a lot. So it's very important, leaders, to ensure that we focus on personal development, or else our business will plateau or you fail. But also another reason, poor time management. I struggled with this a lot, especially I remember when I was a student. um, it started even affecting my school, my studies, my school life, because I was not managing well the time. Sometimes my client, especially if you have boosted, my client can call me while I'm in class. I'll step out in the midst of a lecture. I'll step out to go to pick that call, make that sale. Maybe that client back in class, I'm even concentrated. And if you are someone who have laid or listened to the book GoPro, he has talked about types of networkers. There are those people that every day, like at any time, you just want to do business. As much as we're doing the business full time, it's very, very important to block the time. Okay, this is the time I'll be doing this. This is the time I'll be doing this. This is the time I'll be doing this. You find that maybe you might even do all the activities very fast. We still even have other time. Then you can even say, okay, with this time, what can other things can I do with? Trust me, you are going to be productive. You know, not busy. You'll be productive. Yeah, be very, very productive. If you want to improve, I can be productive. I think there was a training which was done by Jen Leach. She talked about in a Haley also in the business. She used to be so busy, like she touched this, she touched this. She was thinking she's productive, while she was just busy. So it's very important to work on your time management. It plays a big role in our business. Forever sometimes it's very selfish. I remember when coming to the business, they were telling us you have to do it part time. Even 2 hours, you can do the business. But okay, 2 hours, yeah, of course, I accept it. You can do the business 2 hours. I do the business 2 hours during the day, but the upline, can you join the meeting at 20 hours? We have a training, we have a presentation. So it's beyond even 2 hours sometimes, because you need to attend that meeting also is part of forever. If you don't know use your time wisely, you find that you fail in forever. You say, I need that too much meetings, too much what? So it's very important to ensure that you know how to use that time very well. Okay, but also another thing, fear of rejection. I think about I was talking about mindset. Letting a few no's discourage you from continuing. This is like guys, we like when you start working for those people who've worked me, I've never worked before. When people are working, like they work a lot of like a lot of years without even achieving anything. Someone comes in the business, they want within a week, Within a week, you have achieved almost everything. It doesn't work like that, and it can't work like that, you know. And it's normal someone to say no to you. Sometimes even when we were kids or when we were growing on our parents' place, even when you ask maybe money for anything, sometimes it's not every day that they were giving you money. They were saying sometimes, no, I'm not having. If you can apply that principle that from our parents, trust me, you will be at a good place. Because when our parents today they say they don't have, tomorrow they will give you, they might give you, or the other day they might give you. It's the same even here in our business. When someone says no, tomorrow they might maybe buy or join, or maybe after even 1 year from now. No means not now. So don't be discouraged when someone rejects. It's normal to be rejected. It's normal, but in most cases, especially if you're new, if they are new in the business, remember a lot of my team members that have come in the business, like maybe within 1 week or 2 weeks, have been in the business. They're like, ah, me, I'm stop this business. I want to continue. I boosted maybe 2 times, 3 times. I sold. I didn't sell. I didn't sell anything, or maybe I just made one sale. A lot of people are saying it's too expensive. I don't know, leader. I shared to my friends, all of them, they are saying no. My friend, this is business. Entrepreneurship is different from work. When you come in the business, you just have to be strong. This is entrepreneurship. I remember there was a day, I think that should be the day before yesterday, there was a lady who was saying that the business is hard. So we're trying to encourage her. But also I told her to say, my dear, you have to be strong. This is entrepreneurship. You just have to be strong. And entrepreneur, you find that today you can have a 10,000. Tomorrow you have one quarter in your account. So I'm using my currency. But let me say tomorrow, yesterday you were having $1,000. The other day you have $1. That's our business. Then she said, no, you are a man. A man is strong. And no, yeah, of course I accept I'm a man. You are a woman, but this is business. If you say I'm a man, then what are you trying to say? You just have to be strong. Rejections is normal. Yeah. So if you can adapt quick, I mean, if you can train your mind to say rejections means not now, then definitely it will work. It works. Okay. So I know these things I'm using, these things I'm training. To some of you, it's something that you know, but I know for sure that maybe I'm sharing this to maybe for you to remind your team members. Sometimes we attend meetings like this, not because we are not having that knowledge, but to share. Sometimes maybe our business are plateaued because we are not reminding our team members this. We just, maybe we thought, maybe we did the training a certain time back. We are telling them to say, no, rejection is normal. It's high time you go back and again. You tell them that. When you are raising a child, we keep on repeating the same thing until they learn it. So let's ensure that we share this knowledge to them. So another reason, not treating it like a real business. Yeah, people come in the business because they taught them to be able to make extra income. The mindset they have is little, very little. They are thinking of like it's just where you like those people who sell clothes online. They don't even have the stock. It's just to advertise. When someone sends the money, that's when they go and look for the clothes wherever they find it. Then they sell. You understand? This is a big business. It's a very big business. Some treat it like side hobby, expecting full-time income with part-time effort. Like you are just maybe today you work 2 hours, tomorrow you do nothing, the other day you work maybe whatever, the other day you are doing nothing. I remember I was listening to them. I think I was listening to the podcast Pod by Forever, which was done by when they were doing it in India with this young guy Krishna. He mentioned to say that in forever, all of us we are doing the same thing, but only 1% are doing it every day. That's why there is only 1% at the top. Understand? Like they were telling her, what are you doing differently for you to be part of GOT and whatnot? He mentioned that in forever, all of us we are doing the same thing. All of us were doing the same thing. That's why we're having the similar results, but only 1% do the same things repeated, like every day, doing the same thing every day. Today, you find someone is learning and hard. Maybe it's not working well. They pause, they go to another thing quickly. Maybe they fly as they really they do this like no, it doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. You know, treat it like business. And if you're testing maybe a certain strategy, use it at least 3 months. Learning ads, learn it for 3 months. See if it's not responding, that's when you can go to another thing. Don't just today learn and hard. It's not, you see that it's not giving you feedback. You go, okay, I think let me go for tabletops. No, this is business. You have to test the market. How is this market for a certain period of time? That's when you go to another thing. But also weak relationship, weak relationship and building skills. This business thrives on trust and consent and connection. Failing to build authentic relationship can limit long-term success. This business is all about relationship. It's a relationship business. That's why even if you recruit someone, if you're not having good relationship with them, they'll stop the business. They will detect that I think we are not having good relationship with the person. I mean, this person who brought me in the business is not giving me attention. It's not trying to show that at least they are giving me a hand. They'll stop. So it's a business of relationship. Whenever you talk to a client, continue talking to them once in a while. For me, I've talked, let me say I use ads, and most of the clients I have, I don't even know them. So what I normally do sometimes, I just just wake up and start sending, good morning, how are you? Good morning, how are you? They reply, I'm fine, thank you, coach, how are you? Oh, that's great. I end there. At least just to greet them. It's very important. So build relationship with the prospect, build relationship with your customers, your team members. Trust me, results are there in building relationship. They'll trust you, and the good part of building relationship, in most cases, you'll find that not in most cases, sometimes you find that those people, they want to maybe start the business, but they'll leave other people who can come and start the business, or they'll leave other people who come and buy the product, you know. And even if it's the two members, they'll feel at home. And definitely they'll be every day they will want to come to you to learn something from you. Rita, I'm behind here. What can I do? And if that person is coming to you, they're learning, trust me, they'll know and they'll build their business. Okay, another thing, lack of follow-up. Yeah, in most cases, we do lose a lot of prospect and a lot of clients. I'm a victim to this. I've missed quite a number of uh, customers, whereby like maybe you even learn and hard, or maybe you do a set whatever the activity. Talk to a lot of people, they were having good feedback. They promise you, I'll buy, I'll buy, I'll buy, and you're thinking that okay, I think I'll sell a lot this month, and you find that the month has passed, you haven't sold much. So you start now following up on those people. You find, no, I bought last month. Are you not the same people? You know. Because they saw other businesses sell the same product. So they will think, I think these are just the same people. These are just the same people. So please do the follow-up. Follow-up, do the follow-up on you. Make sure you're doing the follow-up on your prospect. Do the follow-up on your customers. Do the follow-up on your team members. Also, team members have to do the follow-ups. Sometimes we assume that they are doing the business well, they're in a good energy. No, they need your energy. Sometimes even just going in the inbox greeting, it carries value. Me, I've tested that. There's some team members, when I just greet them, they feel that excitement. Hey, coach, thank you so much for checking up on me. It plays a big law in following up. So follow up on them. Follow up on them. Just find the strategy on how you be following up on your prospect customers. What find sounding pushy. There are a lot of YouTube videos you can listen to, and I think we've been learning much about how we can do the follow up. When it's just that to a client, you can follow up maybe 1 to 2 days from the day you talk to them again, maybe on the seventh day, maybe now after 1 week. Now you start maybe a month, not like that. It's very important. But also low team engagement, you can also fail the business. Low team engagement, failing to support, motivate, and develop team members can lead to high turnover. So you are a leader. As a leader, whether you are just as assistant supervisor and your downline is assistant supervisor. Yeah, I heard that. I thought you were the same. Yeah, definitely. That's what they respond. These people, they don't understand because they saw another person in Talavera. They think you are just the same, you can buy anywhere. Even people, they join to another person, they say, I thought you are just the same people. Yeah. So low team engagement, really, you can fail in business. You can fail in forever. Like you are a leader, you are not initiating the activities. A leader, you have to initiate activity, whether you're an assistant supervisor or what. I remember last month, the supervisor we raised, he did much of team engagement. Like he was an assistant supervisor, and he was having a fellow assistant supervisor. He created an incentive, and not only that, like I saw the engagement whereby like every time checking up on the team, initiating activities, can you do this leader? Can you do this leader? You know, team engagement. Sometimes even just the motivation, you are listening to a certain motivation, send it in the, if you say it's also can excite your team members, or you can push your team members, send it to them. Send to their inboxes, send in your group. Team engagement plays a big role. Like the sales, when you're doing sales, you are posting in the group, you do have that culture whereby at least people are able to respond. Now you find that yourself, you're not posting there, you know. Maybe you're not building the business right. Maybe you're giving too much discount to people and you're scared that if I share to my team members, maybe I will discourage them. No, share yourselves, please. If you're doing it right, share it in your group. Let your team members get engaged. Let them see that, okay, our leader is doing. Our business is a business of course, monkey see, monkey do. So you have to let that there be engagement. Whether you are down, and don't show to your team members. I always, my husband tell me to say, um, bad things up, good things down. Like whenever you have bad energy, you can't share it to your downwards. That's to go up, you know. So make sure you're engaging, but also lack of consistency, and this is a big thing. Lack of consistency, success in forever business relies on the consistent effort over time. Men give up too soon when they don't see immediate results. So it's very important to be consistent on activities leaders. No, there are those activities that you just have to do on a daily basis. Like those income producing activities, you just have to talk to new people about product on a daily basis. On a daily basis. But also lack of proper training. Some fail to fully understand the products, compensation plan, or business model, which leading to effective presentation. So yeah, it can also play a role if you fail to understand well how the business works. So go to your helpline. If you are failing to understand by yourself, go to your helpline. Personally, create that an appointment. I remember he was telling I think I was telling my team members, telling them to say, sometimes don't just expect me maybe to say, I will call you or create an appointment with you. Sometimes, if you see you're lacking something, get an appointment with me. Just that sometimes we think that, okay, our plan, when they call me, they'll buy me tea or they'll buy me coffee, they'll buy me drink when we meet. Even yourself, sacrifice you can buy for your helpline. They give even just water, and their helplines, we can't even demand much from you. In fact, you can't even demand anything. But with your conscience, even can even buy water. You sit with your helpline for 30 minutes. You learn a lot of things. It's an investment in your business. Now you just want your upline to call you, they buy you for, when you meet at the maybe coffee shop or whatnot. That's what makes you feel excited. You even capture, said, hey, with my upline, yeah, it's good, but please learn to also to do the opposite. You can even call your upline, you tell them, okay, leader, I want to learn about this, I'm behind, what, then they can share with you. All right. I don't know if I'm not done with the time, but let me be so fast. So why now we're talking about why building business by design matters. Firstly, it's easy to duplicate. When you're building the business by design, it's very easy to duplicate because what you are doing, if it's something which is consistent, something that you know is working for you, it's very easy to duplicate your team members. If what you are doing is hard to duplicate your team members, just that you're not building the business by design, then we are going to design your business. Also, consistent income, because if you're doing the same thing and it's giving you result, definitely every single month, you stop worrying about doing the 4CC, and 4CC is good money at whatever level where you are. Doing maybe 4CC, excelling, or whatever, is just amazing. It brings money. But not only that, because you're duplicating, and every people who are coming in your business will duplicate, meaning the business will be growing, the income will be consistent, and it will be good money. But also legacy building. If you're building something by design, building the business even if you are to die, those people are inheriting, it won't be complicated for them because maybe you have build leaders who are bringing money, but that person may just now come to learn more about maybe how to do forces and whatnot. Yeah, but to be a legacy business, it will continue expanding itself. I remember Jen Leach, I was listening to one of the Jen Leach trainings. She said that, you know, it's very important to build the business by design, because uh, you find that you are checking your 20th generation. If you're not building by design, you find that 20th generation be doing something that you don't even know. When you check up on them, it's totally different from what you are doing. So if you are start going to your generation, your first generation, are they doing what I'm doing? The second generation, they have to do the same thing. That's when you should know that, okay, I'm building something here. Not because that mail is selling in your team, it means they're going to build this business. Okay? No. They're going to have a good business. No, it doesn't mean like that. So very important to build the business by design. I'm reminded about the time. Efficiency, to use time. When you are building business by design, you will find that you'll be enjoying the time, you'll be using it very well, you'll be feeling productive. And also the growth is predictable, because okay, if I talk to so much of people, I'll be able to have so much feedback. If I do this, I'm not going to have so much feedback, and you go by that. If you want to make maybe extra so much money, you know that I just need to talk to this kind of people for me to have this result. But in most cases, we don't even know right now. You can't even track how many people you need to talk to for you to recruit. You don't know how many people I need to talk to for me to sell. You don't know. Maybe so. If you're able to do that, if you're able to do that, then definitely it can be like it can work. So lastly, let me talk about how to design a duplicable business. So if you can be able to answer these questions, then meaning you have designed your business. If you can answer these 5 questions, number one, like today is 22nd, meaning 21 days has already gone. How many people have you prospected up to this month? So far, how many people have you talked to? Let me say on a bare minimum, if your plan were to come right now, at least you're supposed to show at least minimum 42 people. Minimum. First step to mind, I talked about at least it's okay, you're doing part-time, at least contacting 2 to 5 people numbers. So at least you should have at least 42 people. If you're not able to have that on a paper, on a book, then you're not building the business right. It has to be not only on your phone, no, it has to be on a paper, on a book, at least number of the people. So again, second question, how many prospects have you shared opportunity either by video link, one-on-one, or via Zoom this month so far? But also should have also that. In fact, let me say here, on sharing the opportunity, that's why you should have at least 42 people. The people who you have shared the opportunity to, not the people you have prospected to. Prospecting, you have to go extra. Like right now, I should say at least you should even be maybe 100 people, because it's not everyone you talk to be interested in your business. No, not everyone. No, not everyone. That's right. Not everyone. You know. So if let's say you are a leader, you've got downlines there. If you're not able to have a paper or somewhere where you can show someone that this month I've prospected so much number of people, and from this number of people I've got this feedback, from this list, I've shared the opportunity to at least this number of people. If you can't share it to your downlines, then definitely just know that you're not building the business by design, because how can your downline come to you and share to you that I've done this? They are learning from you. But also, if an assistant supervisor in here, you are building the business, it's very important. You're not going to apply. You have to go with the people leader. The business is not working. These are the people that I've talked to this month. But you find that you're going to your upline, you have even left the book because you're doing nothing, or maybe you've left your record because you have done nothing. You saw that when your upline asks you to say, where are the people I've talked to? Say, leader, I've forgotten the book. What? No, my friend, it won't work. To be straightforward with you, it won't work. What you can't track, you can't improve. Make sure you're able to put something on a record. But also, how many customers have you talked to about product this month? Maybe you learn and had this month once. Maybe you did the tabletop once. Maybe you visited the gym once. Maybe, like, are you able to show maybe what the number of the people you have talked to this month on a record? Not just talking. I've been talking to people. Know how many on a record? Yeah. But also the fourth thing, what are your strategies you are using for prospecting and for retaining that your team can copy without struggle? What you are using, but first thing, what you are using, is it working for you? If it yes, are your team members using it as well? Let me say you are a manager. If you are a manager, meaning there's something you're doing that took you to manage. If you're a supervisor, I believe there's something you did that took you to supervisor or assistant manager. Those strategies can be copied by your team members, or maybe you're just using money to buy product, because not everyone maybe can manage to buy product, you know. Not everyone can manage to add up money for another person to start the business. So, yeah, like not everyone can give discount. When are they going to make money forever? So, what strategies are you using? And is it working for you? Can it be easy for your team members to copy? Then you should know if you can answer those questions. In fact, that's the most important question here: how to know if you're building a designable business, a duplicable business. If what you are doing, your team members can do it easily without having a struggle. But also the last one: are your team members using your same strategies? And okay, I think I combined these two. So those are the most important questions you should ask yourself. If you can answer that, then well and good. You're on a good track. Just wait, continue, be consistent, and trust me, the results will be there. Yeah, the results will always be there. But if you can fail to answer these questions properly, then sit down and try to design it. Try to come up with a strategy, be consistent with them. Results start coming, share it to your team members. Let it go like that. Sometimes team members will learn also from other people. It's okay, but more things has to come from you. Start to be designed by you. Very important. Whether an assistant supervisor don't have a team member here, I'm saying start something that be consistent with the same thing, so that even when another person comes in the business, we're not just telling them, no leader sell, no leader you can sell, no leader you will sell. You're able to show them real things. Okay, you can do this, do this, do this. Straightforward, not just saying, no leader you will sell, no leader you will include. No, just be consistent. No. Consistent with what? Very important. So the business is by design if you can track it and duplicate to your team members. So let me end here. Thank you so much. Our Haley Lies Ups. Thank you so much for your time. I end here. Thank you so much. I believe with the few knowledge that I've shared with you, it maybe will help one or two people to implement, and I believe it will help. It will help them. So if there is anyone who wants to add up in these few minutes we have, I believe we have 2 minutes, or anything, you can add up there.